First came news that Egypt's highest judicial authority had confirmed the acquittal of former President Hosni Mubarak. Now, according to the state news agency, the country's prosecutor has ordered Mubarak's release. 88-year-old Mubarak, who ruled for 3 decades before being overthrown in 2011, was accused of inciting the deaths of nearly 900 protesters during Egypt's uprising. He was sentenced to life in prison in 2012, but those charges were dismissed just 2 years later after an Egyptian appeals court ordered a retrial. Separately, Mubarak and his 2 sons, Ala and Gamal, were also sentenced to 3 years in jail on corruption charges. That sentence took into account the time that had already been served, and Mubarak's sons are already free. Al Jazeera's Middle East analyst says this latest turn is hardly surprising.
The seeds of his acquittal were planted carefully in the indictment itself. I mean, picking up the charges, those specific charges, were actually giving Hosni Mubarak the innocence sentence eventually. I mean, the first trial was a politicized verdict.
Egypt's 18-day-long revolt led not just to the downfall of Mubarak, but also the democratic election of Mohamed Morsi, who served as president for 1 year before being deposed by the military. Taking his place, Mubarak's former head of military intelligence, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who led a major crackdown targeting supporters of the banned Muslim Brotherhood and pro-democracy activists. While some say Egypt is again at a crossroads, others say the country has come full circle. Just over 6 years since the revolution, many members of the Mubarak regime are free, while more and more activists and critics find themselves in jail. Mohammed Jamjoom, Al Jazeera.